Is the Acer Nitro V really worth it for the gamer who wants power without being glued to a desk? I get that question a lot, especially when the specs look like they belong in a high-end desktop. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'll walk through why this laptop might, or might not, fit into your gaming setup. First off, the performance side is pretty solid. The 12th Gen Intel Core i9-270H chips together with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 give you enough headroom to run titles like Cyberpunk 2077 or Horizon Forbidden West at high settings while keeping frame rates smooth. The 16GB of DDR5 memory and a 512GB Gen 4 SSD mean load times shrink dramatically, which is a noticeable upgrade if you've been tired of waiting for worlds to pop in. I've been using it for a few weeks, streaming my gameplay on Twitch, and the combination of CPU and GPU handles the encoding without chopping a groove in my FPS, so you can actually game and stream at the same time without a hitch. Now, the display is where the Nitro V tries to make a statement. A 16-inch WUXGA IPS panel refreshed at 180Hz packs a decent amount of pixel density for a laptop, and the high refresh rate translates into smoother motion in fast-paced shooters like Valorant or Apex Legends. The IPS tech also gives you reliable color accuracy, so if you're editing video or doing some light photo work on the side, the colors stay true without needing an external monitor. I've taken the laptop to a friend's place and set it up on a coffee shop table. The screen is bright enough to be usable even under fluorescent lighting, which is a practical win for anyone who needs flexibility in where they game. Cooling is always a concern with high-performance notebooks, and Acer's dual-fan system does a respectable job. Under a full-tilt gaming session the fans spin up, but the noise level stays in a tolerable range, louder than a typical laptop, but not ear-shattering like some cheap cooling solutions. That means you can keep the Nitro V on your lap for a couple of hours without the heat becoming uncomfortable. Wi-Fi 6 keeps the connection stable for online matches, and the backlit keyboard with customizable zones helps you see your keys in dim rooms, which is handy for late-night raids. I've also run a few LAN parties where the laptop's ports, USB-C, HDMI 2.1, and a full-size Ethernet jack, covered everything we needed without reaching for dongles. One of the subtler advantages is the AI-driven power management. The laptop learns your typical usage patterns and can allocate the right amount of power to the GPU when you're just browsing or watching videos, then kick it up when a demanding game launches. In daily use, that translates to a bit longer battery life than you'd expect from a machine with this kind of hardware, and you'll notice the system staying responsive when you switch between a game and a chat window. For anyone who likes to blend work and play, maybe editing a video after a gaming session, the fluid transition makes the whole experience feel less fragmented. So, what stands out as the pros? The raw performance feels future-proof for most AAA titles at least for the next couple of years, and the high refresh display really does make a difference in competitive titles. The dual-fan cooling, while audible, keeps temperatures in check, which is a real plus if you're pushing the laptop hard. On the flip side, the laptop is on the heavier side, so if you're looking for a truly portable solution it might feel a bit cumbersome on the go. The battery, while better than some rivals, still drains fairly quickly under heavy gaming loads, so you'll want to stay near a power outlet if you plan marathon sessions. All in all, the Acer Nitro V lands somewhere in the sweet spot for gamers who want desktop-level performance in a laptop that can still be moved around a bit. If you're comfortable with a bit of weight and you're okay with plugging it in for long sessions, it gives you a solid mix of speed, display quality, and smart power management. Thanks for hanging out for the rundown, and if you're curious about grabbing one, the link is below.